You can get into a wonderful theological, philosophical argument here. If there is a God at all, then would it not follow that whatever God does is by definition good because God did it? Wouldn't saying that, describing God as good, be putting a limit on what God could do? If God wanted to make sadism good, then sadism would be good. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think that to say God is worthy of worship means that if there is a God at all, it has to be the sort of thing that folks like us can appropriately relate to in a traditionally worshiping kind of way. And folks like us are not going to relate well at all to sort of the feature called up an old man River who's tote that barge, lift that bale, the whip of the lash, Hieronymus Bosch, if you're familiar with his paintings. Those notions of a vengeful, etc. God, well, yes, they are in the Old Testament. But there's a whole story there that we do not have time for today about the evolution and the growth and the change in the conception of God that is recorded over the span of the Hebrew Scriptures. They don't start out and end up at the same place. And what you find over in the New Testament is just as much of a hodgepodge, in fact. But the parts of the New Testament that I think are most on the mark are perfectly compatible with what Isaiah and Hosea and other of the significant Hebrew prophets had to say. Back to where we were before, do justice, love mercy, walk humbly, is the key to it all, and not do what you're told or I'll beat your brains out. So I think that ethical monotheism says there's just one God, there's only one thing that's worthy of worship. There couldn't be two because they would limit each other. So there's only one, it's worthy of worship, can do anything that can be done, knows everything that could be known, and loves us like his children. And that's a whole new ball game when that last part comes in.